Mr. MK Dhanuka is the Managing Director of Dhanuka Agritech, now joining in on the show. And great to have you with us. Good morning, sir. To begin with, how has the demand been for agrochemicals in the industry this kharif season? Can you just throw some light?
Yeah, a very good morning. The demand for the agrochemicals was subdued because there was monsoon was erratic, 8% deficit overall on an average deficit rainfall, and 25% area is having lesser rainfalls, and few of the states were facing the floods. So that way around 40% of the acreages were either having the lesser rainfall or the floods. So that has impacted the demand of the agrochemicals, but still I hope that the industry will be able to have register a growth of around 10%.
Okay. So, given the fact that monsoon as well, that has been a bit subpar so far, and channel checks indicate a 10 to 12% domestic growth versus a higher expectation earlier. What has been the crop sowing trends? Paddy acreage has increased, affecting other crops, correct? And how have the agro commodity prices been faring?
The agrochemical demand was little less because of the less pest attack in North India. The agri-commodity prices are more or less stable. The government has announced the minimum support price, and recently also for oilseed and pulses they had announced a policy for either purchasing at minimum support price or the differential will be paid to the farmers. I hope if this is implemented at ground level and the benefit reaches to all the farmers, then it will have very good impact on the agriculture and the Indian farming community.
Okay. What about the currency depreciation? What is the impact on your raw material procurement, and how has sourcing from China been after the stricter environmental norms in place?
Definitely the strengthening of dollar and weakening of rupee has impacted all the importers, and since Dhanuka is also doing around 25% of the imports of the total raw material consumption, so it has also impacted. Initially we opened most of the LCs on site basis, so we are a little bit comfortable, but the payments which are on 180 days basis, there the impact will be to the extent of around 10% which has rupee depreciated. And overall we hope that the Rabi should remain good because all the reservoirs are full of water, and the sowing of paddy has increased and cotton has reduced, but they are marginally, we don't have major impact. 2 to 3% here and there will not have major impact on the demand of the agrochem.
What is the channel inventory like based on the farmer offtake, and which products have been selling better and what's been a dull sell this time?
Initially the demand for herbicides was much better, and definitely because of the lesser demand some inventories are available in the channel, but initially the season starts from North India, then spread to western zone, and then lastly to south zone. So I am confident that the inventories which are available there will be exhausted by the end of the kharif season in the south zone. And the Chinese impact is definitely there. The prices of number of molecules have increased because of the closure of around 15,000 units of chemicals, intermediates and pesticides in China, and that has impacted the prices of raw materials, and that is going to impact the margins of the companies also.
All right, we'll let you go on that note. Appreciate you taking the time out and joining in, giving us a view on the currency as well as what the overall outlook is in terms of your guidance and the monsoon impact.